Hey guys, Chris here again. Today we are going to be rebuilding and making a stock 1022 into the 1022 that y'all have seen me shoot on some of the other videos. This is stock straight from Walmart, the birchwood stock. It's a good gun. It's just, it looks like, you know, a standard 1022. I actually have never shot this exact 22. I actually took apart my custom gun and rebuilt it into the stock gun, so for everybody to see and kind of see how we did this. Now that looking at it, I kind of need to oil. I probably should have oiled this barrel before I put it away because it's starting to get little bits of rust. And we're going to take it down and we're going to rebuild it. So let's get started. First things first, pop out that mag. Not loaded it, of course. Take off the barrel band. Actually, when I first did this, I bet my friends that I could do it in under 20 minutes. Ended up doing it in like 18, which was not too bad. Now I'll hold on to all the spare parts. Some people just trash them. I don't, because if I ever do want to rebuild this, want to sell it as its pieces, it's a little bit easier to have all this stuff. You're gonna need a couple flathead screwdrivers for this breakdown, a couple Phillips heads. As you probably noticed, there was a Picatinny rail actually already mounted on the receiver. That's just where I didn't feel like taking the darn thing apart, to be honest with you. I don't feel like I had already put Loctite on them and don't feel like taking that thing off. So let's hold on to that. We need that screw. Now make sure you center up your safety so that whenever you pop this out, it won't fit if it's to either side. You gotta have it centered up. Stock comes right off. Boom. We will hold on to this. The barrel band, stock and barrel band are going to go over here off to the side. They're going to get put into our case that we keep the other one in. Keep the other stock that we're about to replace this with. Next things first, remove the V block. We've got our Tactical Solutions barrel here. They make good parts. This came recommended by a friend of mine who shoots competition 22. And he said, you know, as far as the best combination of cost and style, it's probably going to be a Tactical Solutions barrel. As I got to drop the darn thing. Okay, let's set that right there. I got the one with the threaded end, so that I could apply a compensator. It comes with this little thread cover, so, and we'll hold off and put that on there. One thing you're going to need for this, a lot of people won't tell you, is you're going to need sandpaper. Can't remember what this is. It's like 500 grit sandpaper. You just got to knock off the edge, a little bit of that finish. Like I said, I've already had this thing built, so just wanted to touch it up a little bit. Just knock it down a little bit so that it will fit into this receiver. If not, it won't fit. And as I'm fitting it in now, it's a tight fit. It's a very tight fit, so much so that I gotta kind of jam on it. There we go. Alright, we're down. Volquartsen trigger group that I installed, while it's awesome, the hammer strut spring is too light. if you put the spring on that they give you, it's too light. It causes misfire, or causes failure to fires. And not all the time, just, you know, every now and then. Now we want to make sure we get this V-block nice and tight. Alright, we're on there. There we go. Because if that barrel gets worked loose, we will definitely lose some accuracy. Alright, we got her back on there, good and tight, lined up perfectly. Okay, yeah. You can see where the bolt ejector slides right into the edge of the barrel. Extractor pin, sorry. Just telling you about the Volquartsen spring. That is the spring that comes with it. I actually ordered another strut and a strut washer from Midway USA. I got those so that I could, at any time, it's much easier for me to swap out that entire little group than it is for me to take apart that hammer strut and pop in a new spring. For some reason it doesn't work. I can just pop that in, boom, good to go. I always like to have replacement parts for all my guns. Makes it a heck of a lot nicer if you ever need to. Well, let's do away with this packaging. And we still got two things. Oh, we got a buffer pin that's going to go back in. Let's tap that back in. Oh, all the way through. This, like I said, this buffer pin always falls out. I need to get one that's rubberized or something. Alright, we're going to replace it with a houge overmolded series stock. It's a soft rubber. I went with the full barrel size. It's the OD, no, it's not the OD green. Oh heck, which one was it? It is the Gilly green. Man, you want to talk about awesome feeling stock. I've got Winchester Model 70s, I've got Remington Model 700s, and they all shoot great with the stocks that they have on them. But I am seriously considering swapping this stock on all of my guns. It feels 10 million times better than you would imagine. Make sure we got that safety lined up right. Kind of hard to keep it right. And just line it up, put it on. Let's pop back on. Takedown screw. Alright, next up we have the BSA Catseye scope. It's a 3 to 12 by 44 RGB GE. It's got these nice metal lens covers, screw on and off. You know what? I can't tell you how nice that makes this scope feel. So far the scope seems to be working great. When I get it zeroed, it stays zeroed. Now, it's got the push-pull turrets for the top and the bottom. On the side where typically your parallax would be, there's actually a red, green, and blue reticle. You can change the color for different light situations. Most of the time we're shooting in full-on heavy daylight, so not really needing, you know, the low light stuff. But it does have it. It's nice. I figure I'll be out in the woods every now and then hunting squirrels at dark. But it's a great scope for the money. Everybody that's looked at it is like, you spent how much and you got that scope? Yeah, that's incredible. Next up, we're going to put on, oh yeah, we left this threaded end. So let's go ahead and put something on there. I got a compensator from Cabela's. They were on closeout. I'm not sure what that actually helps the gun to do. You know, maybe hide a little bit of flash, keep the muzzle from flipping. But dude, this gun's a heavy gun. For a 22, it's not gonna flip at all. I tell you what, I fired it with it a couple times on there. It makes the gun a little bit louder, actually. Other than that, it just makes the gun look cool, in my opinion. Finally, I was over there and I was talking to my dad after I got almost done with this build. When I first did it, like I said, I wanted to redo this for y'all, show y'all how it was done real easily. And he was like, "Hey, you know what that gun needs? It needs a bipod." And I was like, "You know what? I've been looking at a bipod for that gun just so it look more tactical, look a little bit cooler." He was like, "Don't even worry about it. I've got one." I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah, I happened to find another one." He had one laying around in his safe, and it's a Harris bipod. So hey, that's better. I was looking at something a little bit cheaper, save me a little bit of money. Trying to keep this gun as inexpensive as possible, but still make it look really cool. And he happened to have exactly what I really wanted, but wasn't really willing to spend the money on. And I said, "Well, how much do I owe you?" He said, "You know what? Don't worry about it. I've got a couple extra laying around, and this just happens to be one of them." Now all you gotta do is you clamp it on to the lug where your strap would go, and then whenever you get it on there, you just tighten this screw down. I haven't looked at how it works 100%, but it tightens up these clamps, which in turn tightens up that hold on the lug. And there we go. We have built that Ruger 1022 that y'all seen in the video.